Right, so welcome to the Not Boring podcast, and we're very glad you're here today because we're going to be talking about something very interesting for some people, not for others. Why? What the hell is happening?
That was the most unenthusiastic intro ever.
That was dead. That was dead.
Okay, you want alive, okay.
Yes.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Not Boring podcast. Today, you will learn something new. Today, you will learn something not boring. And we don't need no introductions, so let's just dive right into this. You know our names, Sid, Karthik, Sky, and Akhish. Let's go, boy. Okay, firstly, we're gonna be talking about the return of IPL, in UAE. Well, it's not the return. It's they're gonna have the IPL in UAE. Generally, it happens in India, but they've changed it. So
Why did they change it? I've no idea what's going on
That is
with
odd.
the IPL and the UAE.
right, it's Kartik. You have any idea
I'm not too sure actually.
why is
Uh,
IP?
I thought one of you using it knew.
do you not know what the IPL?
Nah, Sid.
What?
No, I know what the IPL is, but
Well, what does it stand for?
yeah,
Indian Premier League.
yeah.
Thank you, Yashwant. You've mesmerized us with your intellectuality.
I think Yeshwan's internet.
Okay, my
haywire.
understanding would be that based on the current situation, they've probably done it because the cases in UAEs are like low. That's what my assumption would be.
Yeah, Karthik. So basically, the head of the IPL, chairman of the IPL, Burjesh Patel, said, it is due to start on September 19th, 2020, and ends on November 8th because in the UAE because um of the cases in COVID-19 in India has increased, but then in UAE they're kind of moderate. So that's the main reason why.
Starting to get bad in India,
Oh yeah,
but is there?
that's
I'm
that's
surprised they're having it in the UAE because there's like no fan base there.
One
that's
hundred
that's
percent.
literally yeah. But
Yeah.
but you got some like ethnic people moving to there.
Got some sick cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also another thing. Like they might generate more income from each person. I mean, compared to like billions of
But they're
people
probably going to have to pay
in
more,
India.
right? Because it's probably going to be more expensive than hiring a stadium in India.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
No,
another thing, um, would you like personally? Would you guys be interested in going to a stadium filled with people at this time?
hell no.
Exactly. So I don't know why they've done this because I don't know. I don't even know if it will be successful for them. I believe they might just be doing for the
Even
fans
worse with the
because
COVID. So like you're just sitting there with your face mask on, and like you're surrounded with people just
yeah,
breathing down your neck.
yeah. Or they might limit the number of people in the stadium and like do social distancing and like hygienic.
That would be hard to maintain.
Exactly. Yeah.
They'd probably generate more income from like people doing like tourism from India or elsewhere just to see the IPL. But they'll probably roam around Dubai or whatever, and they'll generate most of their income via tourism.
But I don't think tourists would be like the tourists wouldn't there wouldn't be too many tourists because of the time.
Yeah,
It's basically
COVID-19 and
impossible
that.
and
Well,
very
Karthik,
risky.
tell me how many people have like you wouldn't know. This is a stupid question. Anyway, like look at the amount of people who've been going on out for holidays in the recent past. Like literally, it's
I think
countless.
it's yeah, but Sid, you've got to consider like worldwide, like audiences willing to go to UAE across the world. It would be, I mean, there would be people who would be interested in that, but I don't think it would be that high.
It's a small minority of people who would be
Exactly.
interested in
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
that I
and
think about it,
sorry, go on.
I was just thinking, like, why would they have it in the UAE? Like, they could have just, if they were concerned about the crowds, they could have just had, they could have, like, have fewer seats or whatever available and have distance between the seats available. But, I don't know.
Yeah. I think, but like, I think it's a sensible move to keep it out of India because of the population and the amount of public who'd be willing to go to a cricket match, and that would like
Yeah.
lead to further risks. Uh, it's sensible to go out of India, but yeah, I mean, not still not particularly sure why the UAE, and more importantly, I'm not sure why they're still doing it because it seems a bit risky at this point of time, and it seems like it's not gonna go in their favor anyway, unless they just want to show like the sporting event as a whole and not really do it for profit. It makes sense, but yeah, I'm not too sure about it.
They're gonna have lots of ads, aren't they, to make up for all the lost revenue in
Yeah.
ticket sales?
That's gonna be bad.
Ad after ad.
It
Yeah,
happened last
and-
year, right? The IPL.
Yeah, well,
I
yeah.
have no idea.
I watch it every time Sunrisers Hyderabad for the win.
Yeah, so I don't know. They might be in love with this streak and they just want to keep it going.
Yeah. And staying on the topic of cricket, so you guys not, I don't know if you're interested, but Stuart Broad, English player, 34 years old, he has considered retiring. He's quite a well-known player as well. After they lost to West Indies in a test match, and they left out Stuart Broad in the game. So ever since then, he's considered retiring. I don't know if it's 100% confirmed that he has retired, but he is definitely
Yeah, I just looked
looking
it
to
up
it.
now.
Yeah.
News from the Guardian: Stuart Broad says he's considering retirement after being dropped by England.
Yeah.
So he was dropped by England.
Yeah. I don't think they wanted him to play. I don't know.
Isn't he?
Huh.
I mean, for sports, it seems like 34 is probably around the right age to retire.
Well, look at Federer, 39 or 40.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
but
sure
he's an
40.
exception.
He's not the only exception
He's
though.
an
There are
anomaly.
countless people who are middle aged.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but like I don't think he'd continue to play for too long anyway. Stuart Broad. Maybe another.
Wait, how long did Sachin Tendulkar play until?
Sachin
He played for a while, didn't he?
Yeah.
is he your favorite player or something, Yashwant?
I mean, it's me and Mo's like role model.
All right, yeah.
Yes.
He played for 40 years.
He's 47
40,
now.
40 years.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played like
Mad.
more than 3/4 of his life.
That's crazy.
He's been playing cricket more than
Yeah.
I've been alive.
Oh wait,
That's
hang
quite
on.
obvious.
Hang on. I think when he retired, he was 40 years. He didn't play for 40 years.
Oh,
He might have joined at like when he was. He joined pretty early, maybe when he was 19 or something. Yeah, he didn't play for 40 years, but maybe
Yeah,
around 30.
yeah. I was gonna say maybe
What
he
a
picked up
legend.
a bat when he was like 2 and then played until 42.
Yeah, he played for 24 years. That's a bit more
Realistic
accurate.
sensible.
Yeah,
So he retired when he was 40, but he played for 24 years.
right.
Still a lot.
I think he's
Yeah.
also like the head coach or whatever for Mumbai Indians, who won the IPL last year,
Yeah.
didn't they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they won. I don't think anyone actually here in the group, only me, more or less, watches the IPL.
I watched some matches.
Yeah, I watch a good amount.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Coke the Night Riders.
Oh yeah. They got a good lineup. I think they came up to the semis last time.
Yeah.
so-
I hate you guys. Moving on.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
IPL, everyone.
IPL. There you go. There it is. Okay.
The best league that
'cause
there
this
is.
Better than in EPL.
Better
that's a
than
ver-
NFL.
that's gonna bring us like
We're gonna be on the news with that, Sid. It's a good
Yep.
tactic.
Yep. That won't end up well for
They're gonna
sure.
Team
swat us.
claims IPL is better than EPL.
What's the EPL again? Is that football?
Do you want the abbreviation, Yashwant?
What?
The abbreviation of EPL, like the
What is
abbreviation
EPL?
EPL, like
Am I an
you
idiot?
know
Am I
IPL.
an idiot who
Do you
just
want
doesn't
me
know
to
what
give
this
you
is?
EPL,
Is this an
English Premier League?
English Premier?
England Premier League.
Wait, is this something to do with football, or is this something you've made up? I can't tell.
It's oh my, it's actually a real thing. Look it up.
Bruh. Oh no, my phone's gonna die.
Yeah,
We
everyone needs to
might
know
we
that.
might lose your phone halfway through the podcast.
Hold on, I can get a charger. I can get a charger. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, big brains here. Right. Okay. So next topic of discussion, because this podcast would be more focused on sports. Uh, the rest of this episode you can expect only sports. So yep. So next topic is the Olympics. It is scheduled to take place. I'm pretty sure next year. I think so.
Yeah, I think they moved it to next year.
Yeah. So what are your opinions on that then?
I feel like it's a shame, but I also feel like nobody really watches the Olympics anymore.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's gone.
I quite liked it.
I feel like nobody's like super into it, like as it used to be. Like it's not. There's not the
It
hype.
used to be such a traditional thing.
Yeah.
Like more of a tradition than actually a competition.
No, it's just kind of boring. I mean, it's still an honor to like reach there and win a medal or whatever, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
It's
pretty
just-
important event, so I mean, like it has audiences like around the world because it's
That's the
basically
reason why
every
they're.
country.
That's the reason why they can actually get an income because everyone around the world is somehow affected by that. So
Well, yeah.
in a
The
good
other
way,
thing, I think, what was it last hosted in Brazil?
Yeah, Rio.
Rio, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I that event, I don't actually remember it that much. Because before that, it was in London. I remember the London one very well, but in Brazil, I think it was at a time where like disease around the world was pretty like I can't remember which disease, but even Brazil, the situation there wasn't brilliant.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they were. I saw some news article on it. Because they were hosting the Olympics there, and because a lot of foreign press was going to be there, they didn't want to have like a bad reputation of Rio, so they built walls over like poor communities, kind of like slums or whatever, and
Oh, okay.
they built up walls so that you couldn't see them from
Yeah.
near the stadium or whatever. So it was pretty
Yeah.
sad, and people's houses got destroyed and stuff in the construction.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's just the government over there
Yeah.
Yeah.
caring about their image.
If you
Yeah,
had
I'm-
to, go on.
No, I was gonna say because I kind of recalled it was the Zika virus at that time, and that was like it's a mosquito-borne disease, and there was an outbreak. So, yeah, I remember that. That was partially the reason why a lot of even athletes they did go there because they're representing the country and it's an honor to participate. But there were a lot of concerns regarding this aspect, mainly because of the outbreak, and then on top of that, as Akash has already mentioned, the trying to make a good appearance.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So
Do you think? Go on.
I was gonna suggest like if there was one Olympic sport you'd want like additional, what would that be?
Esports.
Electronic
Yeah.
sports.
I mean, it's not
Is that
bad.
what it means?
I think that's already a thing because I remember going to Barcelona or whatever. I don't know if it was Barcelona or Madrid. They're the same place for me. I went to the stadium and there was like an esports hall there.
Oh, what?
So I was surprised by that. But I don't think
Okay.
it's like an official part. I think it's just like they've acknowledged it. But no, I'm joking. Esports isn't a sport. It's a different
What
thing.
is esports? I don't even know what it is.
It's like gaming, competitive
All
gaming.
right, right.
So you know your sweats, they go up against each other.
Fortnite sweats.
That is competitive gaming.
Yeah.
Like Ninja Blevins.
Is that his name?
No, his name is not Ninja
Tyler
Blevins.
Blevins.
It's not Ninja Blevins.
It's not Ninja Blevins.
I
Oh,
really wish it was Ninja Blevins.
That would be stupid.
That'd be hilarious.
why would that be hilarious? Just out of interest.
I don't know. It
It's
just sounds
who's
funny.
called Ninja? It's like you go up to him, yo Ninja, what's up?
Oh, okay. Is that why? Okay.
It's like naming your kid Banjo.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty
but
pretty
wait.
epic. Calling you Kitty Banjo.
I'm pretty
No,
sure some celebrity
It's
named their kid
Belvins,
that.
not Blevins.
Yeah, but like, come on.
It's not Belvins. Are you mad?
Tyler Blevins, I swear it is Blevins.
It's Blevins.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's Blevins. Yeah. Richard Tyler Blevins.
We're so off topic.
Yeah. We're
No,
all
but
about
he-
this one guy's name.
Let's go back to the original question. Sid had
Olympics.
additional
One
sport.
sport.
I think I would have
Chess.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
chess
say.
is boring.
Hey,
Mate,
shut up,
chess-
Sid.
Hey, it's interesting when you're playing.
You wanna
against
go,
Warrior
Sid?
Shugla.
Sid, no, you actually enjoy chess, don't you?
I-
I didn't expect you to say it's boring.
No, I'm just joking. It's good, but
It's not a
I only
sport
feel it
per se.
sometimes. I don't feel
Yeah.
it every time.
Yeah, I swear it is a sport though. I'm not too sure.
I think it's defined as a sport, but it's not a sport. Like,
In the Olympics.
well, not well. Wait, I'm googling this.
Yeah.
Olympic sports.
Well, it's chess.
Oh,
in
actually,
the Olympics.
on the topic of chess, are you guys aware of shogi?
Okay, well, chess is not defined as a sport because the dictionary definition is an athletic activity requiring skill or physical prowess and of often competitive nature. So
I think
I guess chess
it
is not
does come into
athletic.
that, doesn't it?
Well,
Yeah, that's the only aspect.
I mean, unless you're actually
Unless
counting.
you want to like play while running.
I mean, there's
You can have
there's,
like a
there's chess boxing. There's chess boxing.
yeah.
What's
Is
that?
that a real thing?
Yes,
I
it
thought
is.
that was a joke.
It is. It is.
Chess boxing.
Yes.
Explain it.
You play a round of chess
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
a round of boxing. Not even joking.
So you box while chessing.
Well, okay. So you make like 5 moves or something on the chessboard,
Yeah.
and then you take out all your rage or whatever it is on the flipping ring.
That's not a sport. That is not a sport, man.
No, not even kidding. It is
I love
not
that.
even kidding. You just be like,
Oh my
why,
I
god.
love that.
it's like, why
It's
did you
the
move the
second-
knight to
oh.
e5? Yeet! It just punches the cross.
Oh my god, you're right. This is actually a sport.
Okay, can you just like punch them in the middle of the move?
No,
Instead of
no.
Waiting for
No,
5
you
moves.
have
can you
to
just punch them.
You have to wait until like the certain like moves is done, and then you can literally take it.
Oh
to
my
the
god, I
ring.
just googled it. This is genuinely a thing.
No way.
It's like, why should you move your rook here, you piece of crap? Yeet!
Well, boys, I think we found something interesting and new today.
Wow.
Chess boxing.
That's kind of I've heard of it, but I didn't think it was an actual thing like that was covered on
Imagine
TV or whatever.
competing for chess boxing in the Olympics.
They got some serious pictures going on as well.
By the way, I just want to add another thing. The International Olympic Committee has recognized chess as a sport, so
Yes.
Oh, nice. Oh well,
So-
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't watch it unless it's a fast 5-minute game, as in one of those ones where you smash the
Blitz.
timer.
No,
A
no,
blitz
no,
game,
no,
blitz
no,
game.
no, no. Actually, I would prefer like whole day games for the Olympics style.
Do you have time for that?
for chess.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
kidding
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how boring that would be?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, shogi, which is literally chess, lasts for days.
Shogi.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a Japanese version of chess where you have a lot more pieces. So you still got your knights, your pawns, and all like that. But you also have these extra pieces like generals and dragons. And I'm sitting here being like, okay then.
So I assume it has more. It's like a.
It's
bigger
really
board
good
as well.
Yeah, it's a bigger board. It's really good, not gonna lie. And the tournament matches, like finals, they actually last for entire days, and it's a best of 3. And let me tell you, are they like every single move they place, like after a few hours in, it's like They're just smashing the board into pieces.
I don't think like, I mean, I don't know. Wait, is timing a restriction in sports? Like, is there a certain amount of time to qualify as a Olympic sport?
Oh, a
What do you
timing.
mean? A
Oh,
certain
As
term?
in, like, for example, you have like um
Like in
a
tennis
test match
or
in
yeah,
cricket.
yeah, exactly. You
That'll
wouldn't.
last for 5 days or whatever. That's literally gonna ruin
So
their
you're asking this for
schedules.
chess?
No, just in general, is there a certain like time frame in which Olympic sports have to be completed in? Because obviously audience would be watching it and they wouldn't want to watch it over like, I don't know, 12 hours or
Well,
something like that.
well, most Olympic sports are based on time, right? That's like the winning factor, right? So I'd imagine
okay. Then
that
yeah, 10-minute games or 5-minute games. They would have their own classes, maybe like your blitz games, which is like
no,
2 minutes and then increasing from there.
because like say if you're doing running,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like you win the running race by running the fastest. So I don't think having a time limit is a problem, unless somebody like breaks their leg in the middle of the like race and has to crawl their way to the finish line.
Yeah. Yeah, and Karthik, you were talking about tennis. Like,
Yeah.
generally some tennis matches can go up to 5 sets, and literally
Yeah.
they can take the life out of you. But for Olympics, it's only 3 sets. It's only 3 sets for all the singles matches at the beginning, and then for the
Hmm.
final, it's best of 5.
Tennis is so complicated. Their scoring system annoys me so much.
Oh
It's
man,
actually not that bad.
I don't even know
it's
what a set is, to be honest.
you'll get used to it as usual, like for any game. But I do know what you mean, because even when I was starting tennis, it was so difficult for keeping track of the score. Like, what is 15 love and 1540? It's just like, I know what you mean.
I don't understand why they can't change it. I mean, like, I don't know if it's like a tradition or something, but it's
Tradition,
just
It is,
tradition.
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
so
it's got some
annoying
history.
that you go from 15 to 30 to 40. There's no logic
Yeah, you go 15.
whatsoever.
There's a difference of 15 for the first two, and then out of nowhere they just bring out a 10 difference, and it's like, you
I think the history behind like
yeah,
tennis, I remember like reading this somewhere, but
in the
it's
Wimbledon museum, I think.
it might be, but
Yeah.
I think it's like a sport that kind of popularized in France, and it was a pretty even. There were like tags attached to it in terms of like romantic, and it's meant to be a sport of love and something like that. And in terms of the actual
Gentleman's game.
scoring, um, I believe they used 15, 30, and I don't know why they used 40, but they did refer to like the clock faces. So they were some for some reason they were using
Clock
like
faces?
Yeah.
yeah,
You know
so
the way like the
different
quarter of a
different
clock
like
face. So one quarter would be
yeah,
15 minutes.
Oh, right.
yeah. So they'd use the clock faces and like the quarters within the clock face to indicate the scores. But it has some like interesting history, and I believe they've just kept it the way it is because they respect the history.
That's fair enough. It's
Not
just
gonna
so
lie though,
annoying.
you have to hold up,
Yeah.
hold up. Agree or disagree on this statement? Tradition is peer pressure from dead people.
Disagree.
No
How are they
opinion.
gonna pressure you if they're dead, fam?
I know, but like, what's stopping them from like like not change? Like, what's stopping them from changing it?
Yeah, like the Queen system.
Yes, Ron, if you think about it, they must have, the first time they come up with any concept, they must have had a reason for it. It wouldn't, in very few cases, it would be just completely random, but for everything, there's a meaning. So maybe sometimes people might just leave it the way it is because they don't really understand the meaning. Other times they understand the meaning, they respect it, and they keep it that way. So I
Yeah.
believe like historical related concepts, people still keeping them, it does make sense because there must be a reason for it.
It's a heritage.
Yeah, but some things are like just absolutely nonsensical. But I
Or it's just
suppose
out of respect.
So, in what respect do you mean it's peer pressure from dead people?
I mean it's probably more to do with like other things rather than sport. Like how do I say this? Mm, flip. It doesn't really apply to sports because like sometimes you have families who like do certain things out of tradition, but then it's just literally just
Yeah.
what their parents have done and their generation before have done. Like, I don't know,
Yeah, I understand you.
like for example, go to like a certain place like once in their lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Are you referring
Are
to
you?
like the whole concept of like prayer and worship and all of this
No, no,
that
no.
get
You know
passed
what?
on?
You know what? Like, let's just move on. Let's just.
Yeah, that's kind of a different topic.
Right. So I think we can end the Olympics there. So
And
yeah.
the Olympics.
Let's end
Olympics.
the Olympics.
Okay, don't judge me English, please.
Yeah,
Please,
that was
don't
it.
judge me English.
Speech
Okay,
100.
Sid, I'll spare you.
Right.
Cheese
So
pizza.
go on. What'd you say?
No, go on.
4 cheese with extra sauce. Please go ahead.
You missed the pizza. You missed the pizza.
It's-
It's a 40 the pizza. Anyway, so last topic and quite relatable topic for us, I'd say, is PE in school, um, across the world. So, what do you think
I have a question for you and Karthik.
Yeah.
about this?
Do you
or-
have games in over there in the mainland?
In the mainland.
In the mainland.
Yeah, well,
I don't
until
get it.
year
I don't
11
get
we
it.
have. Do you mean like PE?
PE
Or-
and
No, I mean
games. Like
games.
they're separate. 2 separate sessions.
Oh, no.
Do you not, Karthik? Remember whenever you were still over
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
and you went to the grammar school I'm going to?
Yeah.
Do you not remember having games there? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you were
I
on the
remember.
hockey team or whatever.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. So do
Yeah.
you have that over there?
Yeah, wait, do you guys have PE lessons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Apart from games, you have your normal PE lessons.
What
Yeah.
What do you mean by games?
Karthik,
Sid,
explain.
yeah, so the answer to that is no until year 11. And then after year 11 is different for you. Until sixth form. Until sixth form, we don't have any games here. It's just PE lessons.
Right.
And then if you want to, you can participate in like extracurricular sports and
So you don't have
clubs
games.
and all of that. Yeah, we don't have games.
Right.
But in sixth form, we have games only. So you do these games once every week, but you don't have any PE lessons because, of course, you're in sixth form now. And
Right.
unless you choose PE as a subject, you don't have it.
Right.
And Sid,
Well-
games is just like, yeah, do you want to explain?
Well, yeah, I'll explain. So
Yeah.
basically, just once in a week for like an hour and a half, they just take us out, all of us, like the whole year, out onto a field, and we just do either
Mess
hockey or rugby.
Is that the only options you have, though?
Yeah,
well, that's
it's
it
terrible.
varies
What?
between schools.
Yeah, it varies
that's
between
what the problem
schools.
is. Like with your
So-
school, you're only limited to whatever. Like I think from what you're saying, hockey and rugby, right?
Yeah.
And I bet you hate rugby because
Rugby.
rugby is just.
I don't
Rugby.
hate it,
Rugby.
I'm being abused today quite a lot. It's not fun.
Yeah, so I think that was one of the massive issues. Is wait, first let me explain games again because I don't think I explained it.
How would I explain
that
it?
well.
I'll explain. I'll explain. All right. So basically,
It's not. You're making such a simple thing so complicated.
no, I'm not gonna make it complicated. Okay, I'm gonna dumb it down so even people with brain cells like of the number of 4 would be able to comprehend. Okay.
You could have just said 4 brain cells.
I know I messed up, and I was like, wait a second, how do I save this? Okay.
Karthik's alive.
Even people with the brain cells of
Cut this
what?
out. Cut this out. Cut this out.
For crap's sake, I got
Okay.
kicked. I got kicked. Why did I get kicked?
Okay, so yeah, go on.
Oh my god! Cut it! Cut it!
Okay.
Time out.
Okay.
Time out.
Take a deep breath. So take a deep breath.
The brain cells before.
Brain cells of 4. Hop up the 4 door with the 4.
Yeah, go on. You killed me, man.
No, this is complicating the topic so much. Okay. Anyway, but okay. Before he says something else weird, can you explain it?
No,
What are
Yeah.
games?
Yeah.
no,
Right, I'm gonna
hold
mute
up.
everyone because you guys
Oh,
keep laughing.
no, hold
Right,
up.
so basically, games are it's basically just being part of like a team, I guess. The difference is you do it with the whole of the year, and you only have like an option of hockey or rugby in my school, but in other schools it's different. And according to how good you are at the sport, you might be chosen for the school team. Um, PE is different because it's like it's only your class or your tutor group or whatever, and there's only like one teacher and you do it, and there's like a variety of sport, so like basketball and football and rugby and stuff. It's a weird difference. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think I think PE is more like a subject that's part of your whatever subjects you do. But so that's why it's in classes, whereas games it's like a dedicated timeout for the whole year group.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Another thing, I've got a question. I'll cut this part out, but in
Is real.
explain it as if you're explaining to brain cells of 4-year-olds. Um, so in
Is real.
sixth form, do you guys have any form of like sports or games or anything?
So I don't. I think we can opt out in fifth year. I'm not sure.
Okay,
I don't know what
because
that is for you guys fifth year, but
uh, is it sixth form? The first year is
it's
sixth form.
no, it's fifth form.
Okay, so 1 year
It's
before that.
yeah. 1 year
Yeah.
before that, we can
So when you do your
opt out.
GCSEs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay.
We still have to do PE now, but we don't like. So the people who've chosen PE for GCSE,
Yep.
they have extra classes, which are
Yep.
practical and theory.
And
We
theory.
have, if you didn't choose PE,
Yep.
then you just do practical and there's no theory.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
Now, Sid, I think your question was like, do you want to fully talk about it?
Yeah, so basically around the world, personally I'd say from what I've seen, there's not much access for everyone to sport. Like even though, for example, even tennis, it's such an expensive sport. Like not everyone's able to access to it, or even some people in like low income countries, they're not able to access some simple cheap, even cheap sports. So I think that needs to be kind of changed around the world, so more people can we can encourage more people around the world to.
I think that's why football is so popular. Because like you mentioned, the expensive part of it.
Just
Because
ball.
Yeah.
football, all you need is ball, and then you're
That's
good.
so true. Yeah.
Well, unless you
Yeah.
don't have
I
any
But
think.
feet.
thanks for that, Yishun.
Okay.
Yeah. So what like are there like aside from football, I wouldn't say there's anything else which is as accessible as that.
No, there isn't.
Yeah. Well.
Every other
Sid, I think
sport.
more importantly, like accessibility is one thing, but the other thing is, I believe schools don't give sports and like outdoor activities as much importance.
That's
They
true as
probably
well.
should do it more. That would be my point.
Yeah,
Like
but
at
like some
least
people, like in our PE lessons, we just like mess. Many people like for even in like rugby or something like that, we just mess about because we can't be asked to stay out there play rugby. So I mean, certain sports like you don't want to do,
yeah,
but
yeah. So that's the
but that
thing.
just comes
That's
to personal interest. So
And
yeah, what
also,
were
if
you
you don't
saying?
want to get your lung knocked out because wait, your lungs knocked out.
lungs knock out. What?
No, I'm muting myself.
Okay.
Right. So
I'm
yeah,
surprised he could spell. I'm surprised he could spell Pythagoras.
Well, what's wrong with Pythagoras with a thick pie?
okay. I'm gonna go back to topic. So mhm.
Yeah, so we've talked about, well, accessibility is one thing, and the other thing is importance. But I was going to go on to this, which is choice. So you were mentioning that you had to choose a particular sport. Well, no,
Right.
no, not choose. Sorry, you're forced to do a particular sport, and
Oh yeah.
sometimes you might not like to do it. So that's another thing. Once schools give enough importance to sports, I think automatically people will want to come into sports. It doesn't have to be like, I don't know, maybe like allow people to um, do whatever sport they want at a particular time frame. So just give them a free for that time frame, and
That
then they
will
can
be
do whatever
so
sport they
hard
want.
to manage. That will be so hard to
Yeah, that's true.
manage
Yes.
because
Yeah,
they
I
have
think it would
certain
be.
timetables and everything.
I
yeah,
think it's. I think I don't think it's management. I think they'd have enough staff. I think it's just like the expense because having to manage like different types of courts and all that, and
yeah,
like fields and equipment, and it would just be a mess
Honestly,
for
you
like
just
yeah,
a lot of
honestly
sports.
they should just adopt like other styles where they just have like clubs for like different like clubs for like different sports, and then they would have their own like timings after school or something like that. So people, if they want to do it, they can actually go to that club, actually commit to it, do it, and whatever they want.
There's a lot of people who I know who just purposely, like, they'll just not do games because they hate both the options, hockey and rugby. Like, if they had the option to do, for example, tennis, then they'd do it. But
yeah,
just because they don't have the choice, they don't feel like doing it.
yeah,
They just waste 2 hours of their time, sitting in a classroom instead of getting physical activity.
yeah.
But that's where PE comes in, because you're literally by law like required to do at least half an hour a week of physical activity.
Oh yeah, but that's only in certain countries, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Is that a law? How are
yeah.
they keeping track of that?
You have to
Yeah,
do
no,
PE.
they
It's the
don't
law.
keep track of that. I think I think schools just force that. I mean, like the government or whoever is in charge, they kind of uh like
They just be like, just
I
make it a
think
part
they
of your
check.
timetable. That's it. They just make it a part of your timetable. There's no issue there.
Yeah, that's one because it's a law. Like schools automatically implement that, but I believe sometimes they send people to just check, um, and just like get information from the head teacher or whatever about how much sport is being done, and maybe a sample of the timetable for evidence.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a sensible thing, but that's more like, I mean, that's like the lower limit. So they're recommending people to do at least a certain amount. But I'm talking about like people who want to persevere in sports. I don't think they have that much option at school, like at school level. If they really want to pursue a sport, they have to go to these academies and like external facilities.
Yeah, and actually like
I
And
feel
pay
like
extra money for that.
yeah,
I feel like schools should not be responsible for sports. The, uh,
at
like
all.
knowing schools, they'll just make it boring and
Yeah,
uninteresting.
Well, it
yeah.
depends on what teachers you got. Because I have a teacher. Okay, okay. Story time. So, my cricket coach, well, at least for my first form, but one of our cricket coaches in our school played for the first of what do you call it, Estonians. So we got an actual cricket captain. So, well, actually, no, he is the captain of the first of the Estonians. So we got an actual player of cricket who still plays like for like a high level, a high standard, and who also
Yeah.
coaches in school. So you will have a person who's enthusiastic about it, and he's also going to teach like the game very well, obviously. So you just need more people like that. Problem is, my school doesn't actually have that much staff. They're pretty much dying out at this point. Like we've already lost so many good men.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention we have different options for different seasons. So in the winter, it's just hockey and rugby, and in the summer, we also have the option of cricket or athletics.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's good.
but our cricket team, like I'm pretty sure, like 80% of it's like this is not an actual what's the word statistic. My grammar school spends 80% of their budget on rugby, and then they just have like 5% for hockey, and like they dish the rest out for other facilities like the swimming pool and whatnot.
Question is, does the swimming
Yeah,
pool actually get used properly?
Our swimming pool is so small. It's
There are
tiny.
so many limiting factors to so many schools. Like, it's unreal. Like our school, the school I used to go, and I don't know if I will. It doesn't even have a swimming pool. You guys are lucky to have at least a swimming pool. Or
Fair.
they used to have like tennis courts, and now they completely wiped that all out, and then just put like a new
AstroTurf.
completely new astroturf. Yeah, just
What?
for football,
What?
just for football.
That
That's
should
it.
be made illegal because tennis courts cannot be taken down. Nah.
Yeah, man, I respect that.
Well,
Tennis court lives matter.
yes, Ron, but imagine someone else who, I don't know, who had some other sport. Like the footballers. Imagine them. They didn't have a pitch previously. Well, they had a bad one.
Yeah, but you
But
can't take down
I don't
another
really
one.
know.
You
Like
can't take it
facilities,
down.
Well, it depends on the amount of people who want to do football versus
Yeah.
the amount of people who want to do tennis. If there's more people willing to do football, then I can understand the
Yep.
thought process.
I think
Yeah.
they need to make schools like specificated to a certain sport or whatever.
Specificated.
Specific.
You're welcome for the new vocabulary. Always drop by to Not
Making up
Boring
words
for,
in that.
for making words, bro. Yeah.
We're making history here.
Yeah.
Grammatical history. Here we go.
Indeed. I should go in the dictionary. Is
My-
that even
my
a
con-
word?
You are the dictionary,
it's not.
Sid.
It's
What
specified.
what did I say? Specificity.
Specific.
This whole
Specified.
episode is just a meme.
English.
You really wanted to say
cheese
that
pizza
so
with
bad.
extra sauce.
Yeah. It's like the last episode was like the absolute opposite, and this episode is just absolutely it's gone to crap. Well, actually no, it's kind of just light.
Doesn't involve thought.
I didn't understand the description. It's gone to crap, but it's kind of light.
Anyway, yeah, I think we can just talk about a few more things, just drag it a bit, and then end it.
I mean, it is 43 minutes, bro.
Yeah,
wanna
but
talk
half
about pizza?
like we talk about pizza, we talk about 4-cheese pizza with
What
extra
would you do
sauce
if you had $10 million?
half the time.
No.
I would buy pizza with
4-cheese
extra
pizza.
sauce.
Give me some 4-cheese pizza.
Nobody's gonna understand this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be all like
Keep this in.
cut out.
Keep this in.
I'm
Who's
gonna.
editing this, Karthik? Keep
I,
this in.
I'm editing
gonna-
it. I'll edit it. I'll edit it in because I've asked my.
What's your favorite type of pizza?
4-cheese pizza with extra sauce.
My favorite type of pizza is with extra sauce.
What? Let me guess. It's a 4-cheese pizza.
Oh,
Like a 4-cheese pizza.
I know what we need next time when we're
Can I
in the
have
next time we're in the Discord call. Everyone should.
Use 4 brain cells.
Brain cells of
brain
4.
cells with extra sauce.
Use the brain cells of the 4.
Oh my god.
I think the 4-cheese pizza really got into you there.
Next time we should literally just
Anyway.
have. Next time we should just have food adjectives. Like I'll be called spicy. Sid can be called saucy.
Why are they the two words that come to your mind first?
And plus, why do you use me as the second example?
Because you got sauce in your name.
Where's
Yeah, that makes
sauce in my
sense.
name?
He just doesn't have sauce. He's extra sauce.
Oh yeah. You can't forget the extra.
All right, for anyone who actually
Right,
doesn't know
so-
why the hell we're talking about this is our Discord names. So I'm called so Sky, me, I'm called Pythagoras, but instead of pi with a py, mine's pi with like pi. So the number pi, and it's capital letters, so thick
The
pi.
number pi.
So it's pretty. Well, like 3.14 or something.
Nah.
Is that all you know? 3.14.
Still, it's
Is that
pretty.
all you know?
It's a pretty thick number, all right? Because it's all in capital letters, all right. And then we got Sid over here, who's called 4-cheese pizza with extra sauce, which is why we're making
More
all
brain
the.
cells with extra sauce.
Yeah, we're probably gonna make.
That's what I said. You're stealing my joke.
And
Oh,
we have
I think I left the call at that time.
Karthik over here, who's called Mark Us Air Eel is Us. I think he's trying to say Marcus Aurelius or something. I don't even know.
Yeah, Jordan.
Well,
And
then,
and then we have Akash over here called Plate O. Except
that
it's
could be a zero.
well, Plate Zero. Sounds like
No, that's enough.
sounds like a space administration for some reason. Like SpaceX Plate Zero.
Plate O. What?
No, Plate Zero, you idiot.
I think it's for
Stop it,
everyone.
madness.
Like, Yashwan sees the world as idiots all around him.
What?
That's why he takes them to the,
That's why they have
brain
4 brain
cells of
cells.
4.
Shut up.
Okay, so I think we should do an outro now.
Yeah, go on.
Thanks for listening, everyone. This
Thank
has
you.
been the Not Boring Podcast with the 4 boys. We'll see you later.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounded pretty dead.
La di da di da. Club bumming up. That's me the syrup and. La di da di da. Club bumming up.